All right, this is your guide to making an interactive notebook. First, you need to get the 2 pages ready. They're at the end of your packet. Rounding numbers, it looks a little bit like this, and you'll also need this sheet, and this is the sheet you're going to actually cut out with scissors, but be careful when you're cutting it. First, you start your notebook with a table of contents, and you number it as the first item and call it rounding. Then you get your scissors and you start cutting and cutting and cutting, and you cut everything out on the page pretty carefully. Watch out for your fingertips with the scissors. And after a bit, you'll end up with a bunch of pieces. This is where I went and reread the instructions when I did this at first, and that gave me information about what to do next. Remember, it's okay to reread the instructions. The title of this page we're going to glue down is rounding numbers. I went and reread the instructions there. And I discovered that I would need a brass fastener. And then I went and got the brass fastener. And I was a little worried about how that would work. So again, in the beginning of the notebook, you've got your table of contents, which is going to be the list of things that go inside of the notebook. And we're only doing 1 page today. So we're doing the rounding page. We add that in the table of contents. And then I just flipped to the next page. And that's where I started gluing down stuff like the title, rounding numbers. Put that down. I'm testing to see if that glue that I sent you works. Some people say you should use harder paper for these notebooks. It's okay to use cardboard and a binder and make a really tough version of this page if you want to. And you'll notice that in my video I don't do a problem yet because I wanted to show you how to do that in class. So there I am gluing down the middle part only of that piece, and then I put it in the wrong spot, so I moved it over a little bit and then pushed it down, and then I'm taking the fastener and stabbing it through the 2 center holes of our cute little spinner thing. And that's not the best shot, but you get the idea. There we are with the fastener going through the holes, and then I push down the ends on the other side. And actually, that's not a good idea. You're going to attach it to the paper later, but I was just testing it out to see if it spun and made sure that the spinning was working. So you also number 0 to 9. Be careful about that. You want to have that as your hint entry that goes on the page, and I glued it on the page there. And then you see me there, I'm attaching it to the actual page. This is where things got really delicate. You may want to switch to harder materials, especially if your hands are kind of rough. And there is our finished product, our interactive page. And of course you need to play with it, and you still need to write a problem, and then you need to post it on Padlet. So don't forget to play with it, and don't forget the table of contents. The whole point of this is to have fun.